the bottom line. Today, we saw some things that many people would consider to be jaw-dropping and offensive images that we just cannot show on television. The governor says it doesn't belong in schools either.
These books are clearly not just conversation starters about the birds and the bees.
The press conference began with a 5-minute video showing books with sexually explicit content found in Florida schools, like Flamer and Gender Queer. These books were reported by parents and then ultimately removed. Governor DeSantis and his education commissioners say with good reason. They say the state isn't banning books, they're removing porn.
I just think parents, when they're sending their kids to school, they should not have to worry about this garbage being in the schools.
Removing clear instances of pornography and sexually explicit materials, often within arm's reach of our youngest kids, is not book banning.
In Florida, school districts are responsible for determining what's appropriate. Pursuant to a new law passed last year, all books must now be reviewed by a specialist. Parents can object. After the process plays out, any book that has been removed must be reported to the Florida Department of Education. I put in a public records request and found thus far 175 books have been removed in Florida. 151, the majority, have been deemed to contain pornographic material.
Even if this pornography comes in cartoon form, it's still not okay for our kids.
I think reasonable minds can agree that inappropriate books should not be in our libraries.
State Senator Chevron Jones, a Democrat from Miami, says it's bigger than that. He says some books that are important to the Black community have also been removed.
The truth is that there is a narrative that, unfortunately, that the governor and the Republicans have started that is giving them this excuse to ban books because they believe that it is indoctrinating students or banning books because it's pushing an ideology, and in turn, they're banning books of significance.
So I did talk with the senator late today. He mentioned specific books that have been deemed to be problematic in Florida, and we're looking into those titles, the content next, and to see if any action has been taken by any school districts. So some more work to do on my part there.
And we're not through the finish line here at all, because all of these schools have to report. There's a deadline here, right?
Yeah, that's right. June 30th is the deadline. School districts must tell the Florida Department of Education all the books that have been removed. I mentioned in the story that 175 books have been removed so far, but that is only with 23 school districts responding to a voluntary survey. But June 30th, this is not voluntary. All this information must be handed over, and then we'll get to see it too.